That was fucking beautiful.
You're up. Use that, pause that.
So there's a line that people want me to yell.
Alright.
But I can't usually do it because I'll freak out my neighbors.
Alright.
But
Ooh.
as you can see, I'm at the Crash in Ocean Beach.
A little too loud
Too
there.
close, so reloading! Fuck, someone saw me. I gotta go.
Can you talk to me real quick, Derek?
Yes. What would you like me to say?
Alright, that actually sounds fine. Alright, cool. Stem check was done. Oh my god, are they really playing Dragon Force on the fucking, Holy shit, they're playing with two fucking guitars. Look at that shit, dude.
He knows what he's doing, too.
Holy shit, that was awesome. Anyways, I'm just gonna start streaming from right there. That's like, that guitar playing is beautiful. That was perfect for it.
From our games,
Wasn't
spread
it?
the joy and submit them on the link displayed on your screen right now.
Holy shit, dude, that
Alright
was
guys,
awesome.
it is time for us to wrap up this pre-show.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our
I'm actually really excited for this,
into
man.
the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Thanks a lot for watching this pre-show and enjoy Ubisoft Forward.
Yeah, I kind of... I want to see what's going to go up with the Tom Clancy series.
This is Ubisoft.
A little more noise.
This is Ubisoft. Explore our world.
Meet the devs. See the game.
Make sure I'm not bleeding.
Join us.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't hear you, so.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar, and I'm very excited to be
I need to
co-hosting
update
the
my
first
stuff real quick.
Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Mageed.
I don't even think I even have
Today's
you on
show
Twitter.
is all about getting up close and
Probably
in
don't.
depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
Oh no, it froze.
I'm Yusuf,
you might not
but
want
there's
to
no time to
anyways.
waste. So let's head
kidding.
straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
Why can't I type worth shit, man?
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group DedSec.
Ooh, Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah, I'm excited for this, dude.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, are they keeping the stylization from 2?
Authorities recommend
Looks like it.
not to approach
I'm so in for
individual.
that. I love Watch
Ooh.
Dogs 2, dude.
They came for the foreigners.
Going
did not
to
speak
London.
out because I was not a foreigner.
Clockwork Orange all over this bitch.
Yeah, I agree.
Then they came for the protesters. And I did not speak out because I was not a protester. Then they came for the journalists. And I did not speak out because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists. And I did not speak out.
I like this already. Oh, what up, Tim? Thanks for joining, man.
Street artist.
This does look really fucking good already, though. I'm not gonna lie. What?
Overcraft. Oh, those are gonna get shot down so often.
It's gonna be awesome, though. Oh. It's really, it reminds me a lot of like Into the Spider-Verse, like the graphic style they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if they stick with this for the actual game.
Yeah. I mean, I would love it if they did, though. I think it's really pretty. It's an interesting style.
Eventually, they'd come
Yep.
for me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
Alright, so we're in a total mess now. Let's get the hell out of here.
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. This way, not to be able to do what you're passionate about.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion...
Well. Welcome to the Resistance. There's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal...
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try not.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents...
I feel that, Tim.
So you're the cab driver?
I'm Clint Hawkins.
Yeah.
Clint has been a long-time creative
What they were
force here at
talking about
Ubisoft,
doing with
and
that
now he's
game
bringing this
was
vision
you could
to
just
Watch Dogs
play a
Legion.
bunch of random characters. It wasn't
So
just
yeah,
one
what we just
character.
saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world.
Yeah.
You profile people that are interesting
That's
to you.
cool.
You help them with their
Honestly.
problem. You play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team. And then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only
That's
unique
awesome.
to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
That made me want to play the game even more, though. I'm not gonna lie.
London town. A modern metropolis. Built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Oh my god.
Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong?
Why does that name sound familiar?
Ladies and gentlemen,
It does
Mr.
sound
Nigel
familiar.
Cass, CEO
Is it in the
of
other
Albion.
ones?
He's kindly stepped up to establish
Google.
order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize
Like,
this.
I would just search
He
Albion.
will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
Already there.
You got it. Albion,
London will be the
Ubisoft.
first city in the world.
Albion is an alternate name for Great Britain.
Nigel's
That-
not the
that
only
makes sense.
opportunist who's taken a
That's
liking
what it
to this
is.
fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web
It's like
to
the
sell
mother
everything
from
from
Fast and
party
Furious
pills
series.
to people.
You right.
This microchip is scary,
right.
I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers.
Oh, Jesus.
With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance
Are you all right,
and
Matt?
take back London.
I wasn't expecting that.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into
You can
your
make the
team.
cops dead sec.
Like him.
Finally, the cops will stop killing me when I'm playing freaking Watch
Or
Dogs.
even her.
Oh, I highly doubt that.
I know. Dude, I want to be the old lady so bad.
In our first
That's so good.
dirt on Nigel Cass.
It's so
and that
fucking
means
good.
breaking into Albion headquarters
What?
inside the Tower of London.
Yes.
All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes.
That guy looks like an Arthur.
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy.
Oh, Jesus,
he
dude.
He can even call his own cargo
I don't think
drone.
that should have took that many hits.
Oh, he's got they're cargo drones. That's cool.
Perfect for gate crashing, when you're not invited. And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
Oh my god, dude. This game gets better every second.
Jesus Christ, what is that thing?
Perhaps we could approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
Okay.
What have we here?
A real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the
That's
face
the
up.
definition of face
A
hugger.
drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aimed, she fired, she hit.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor.
That's cool.
And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done. Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here
What?
might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Okay, that's pretty
Don't
awesome.
mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the defense minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must.
Oh.
Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary
Sounds like
Kelly's
America
organ
now, right?
farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high.
How you doing, Doulahan?
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we? Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Can I play as the drunk?
Not if we're on a pirate ship.
It says you can play as anyone you want
I
to play
know.
as. So, yes.
Dude, he just busted
He
a
does have a
beer
slight
bottle on his head.
drinking problem, though. And he's
And
passed
he's out.
Ah, we'll come back to him.
I love how the British guy's like,
You know what? Let's
"And
go
he
with someone a
passed
bit
out."
more professional.
Ooh.
It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
Got a teabag on the back of his head.
Yep.
He's like John Wick the assassin. Like, that's exactly what he's modeled after.
Some might
Pretty
even call
much.
him an artist.
Like, look at that. The combat and everything's exactly the same. That's awesome.
Here's the bastard responsible. Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero. So get out there, find the best recruits, and build your resistance.
Paintball gun? That was a paintball gun.
This already looks better than Watch Dogs.
That ended Martin's license.
London.
That looks really good. Oh,
Ooh,
yes. Yes.
Plunging the player into a living, breathing city teeming with unique locales and characters has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Munt to tell us more.
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict, and we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2, and there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity. So I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London, so no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This, you know, this feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster." When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, you know, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
This game looks so good, man.
What, Brawlhalla?
No,
And now
Legion.
some news for Brawlhalla.
Legion looked really good.
In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out.
I wonder
with
if
your
they'll add like
favorite
co-op
legends
of some
on
kind
iOS
to
and Android devices.
Legion. I'd be completely in for that.
Imagine.
Because that would be fun. Really adding the Brawlhalla now.
1, brawl!
Ooh. That was a good idea. The customization options are good too. Cool. I'm probably not going to play it on mobile, but
Parasaur.
Yeah.
And now, whether you need a
So that
Tom
game is
Clancy
pretty good.
action fix on the go, or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises in gaming, we've got you covered.
That's a weird mix. The Might and Magic games are really good though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't realize that there was a Might and Magic mobile game. I missed that somehow. You know, that is one thing I hate about mobile games, though, is their trailers are always badass, and then the games look nothing like that.
Yep.
It's really annoying to me.
The target is being held on the ground floor.
But the bad part is, if it did look like that, your battery would automatically leak.
Those are Siege characters.
Yep.
What the
Very
fuck?
cartoony.
Well, it's a mobile game, so I'm assuming it's called Elite Squad because of the top right
It
corner.
looks like the dude from, that dude sitting in the chair looked like the dude from, Wildlands.
Yeah. I wonder if this is a mix of a bunch of different Tom Clancy stuff. Because that's not a guy from... Those two are from Siege, but not the others.
Chain is down.
Request air support. Target northeast
He took a
rooftop.
shot in the foot.
Yeah.
Inbound, danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Oh, dude. Freaking Sam Fisher. Let's
Fisher?
go. Yeah. That's definitely the guy from Wildlands. Yep, Sam Fisher right there. That was neat.
What?
I don't understand what's going on at all.
Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Okay.
Elite squad coming soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna pre-register for that real quick.
Tier 2 weapon knife. It's always like 1911.
Speaking of Tom Clancy, it's been 5 years since Rainbow Six Siege first launched, and the community has never been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
It's evidently a role-playing game.
Huh.
In December 2015, a
Okay.
small
Never thought
team
that-
released
never thought that game
Rainbow
would be
Six
active that long.
Siege.
What, Siege?
Yeah.
It's still a highly competitive game.
Built on a strong
I
vision,
know, but I figured it would have died out a long time ago.
creativity,
Yeah, no.
competitiveness,
I love that game, dude.
and team play.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est
They've
un
changed it
début.
a lot
Mais
since the
pour nous,
beginning, though.
Faut tout de suite
Oh, that's what I
s'engager
mean.
et dire aux joueurs,
If you
tu
think
veux
what it was in
t'installer,
the beginning.
tu peux t'y
Yeah.
installer aussi, et nous serons là.
That original
Because a
vision
lot of
was
people thought it
quickly
was dead in the water.
adopted by our
Yeah.
passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
Ooh, that pistol shot was beautiful.
This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, more players today than we had in the past, it means the world to us.
But we also
It's
had
actually
our share
one of
of
the
challenges.
top competitive games, like esports-wise.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity, all those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Through it all, we're always driven by you, our community. And together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we're here for the next 10 years, so
They're
expect more
using,
Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
They're using a Wacom stylus to do all their stuff, their artwork.
Yeah.
Which is a good brand, not gonna lie.
Tous les succès, c'est
But-
vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous. Ce jeu, il est autant le vôtre qu'il est le nôtre, nous, l'équipe de développement.
Now 60 million players strong, we're just getting started. From the devs that build the game to the community that plays it, thank you.
Oh, it's the sledgehammer. That's cool. I didn't realize their trophies with a sledgehammer.
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now, it's time to venture into the hyperscape.
I'm excited to try this game out, man. Ooh.
What was that? A hack in the hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay? About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities.
It's basically Ready Player One, the
people
shooter,
at Prisma
honestly.
Changed everything.
But I think that's a cool concept either way.
They gave everyone a way out.
Makes you always wonder if we would end up Ready Player One first or SAO.
In the
I feel like it would definitely be SAO first because people would try to control everything.
This is where anyone can become someone.
I like the way the upgrade system works in this game. You collect multiple of the same gun to improve it.
Right.
I think that's a neat concept. And that gun's OP as shit. The Gatling gun.
Yeah.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt. Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape. And we have to find it. Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out.
With how this is being advertised, I wonder if they're going to add other game modes to it other than Battle Royale.
That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the Hyperscape.
Kinda hope they do.
I do too. Because it looks like a fun game, but I wouldn't want it just to be a Battle Royale constantly.
I'm JC, Creative Director on Hyperscape.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch, seeing it grow, adding ideas. It's really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the Hyperscape.
The game takes place in 2054. It's in the future where humanity has grown a little darker. One of the companies there, they are launching what's called the Hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges. Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city of Neo Arcadia. Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, to go into interiors where it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal. We introduce the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself.
Why won't you be able to play
wrap yourself
him?
into a ball and bounce around the battlefield. So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with. And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game on different levels through the Twitch extension. So every few minutes, there's going to be a vote, and viewers will be able to decide what effect they want to affect the whole battle. So things like changing the gravity, infinite ammo, or stuff like that. So players, while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff that is happening.
Okay, that was cool.
So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's going to be available for free-to-play for all PC players worldwide. And I really want to thank all the players, all the streamers, and all the viewers who participated in tech test and who will participate in the open beta. Here's a short glimpse of what you can expect.
Oh, that's exciting. I can just download it. I don't have to try to get the drop.
Watch and learn how it's done. Perfecto.
Showtime.
That's mine. Let's show them what I'm made of. Go time. Watch closely.
I realize these are all like pre-rendered, you know what I mean? But they're still really cool.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
That's awesome. I'm glad that that's in a beta now.
Free 30-tier battle pass. Open now.
It's annoying that it's
The
only
digital
on PC,
world of the
but
Hyperscape
I'm
gave
fine
our
with that.
artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to designing characters.
Production manager Anna Maria Muska is going to take us behind the scenes of character design.
It's only on PC for right now.
My name is Anna
No, I
Maria
know.
Muska. I'm
But
the production
right
manager
now, you can
for
only play it
characters
on
and
PC.
weapons on
I would
Hyperscape.
rather play it on console, honestly.
We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people. So the second you pick a character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game. We're very excited to see it in people's hands.
As we move into the next generation of gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
Hey everyone, Phil Spencer from Xbox. With Watch Dogs Legion,
Let's go.
Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best
Ooh,
version of the
Legion's getting
game
smart delivery.
Yeah, I know,
on
it's
any
awesome.
version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing.
Why does
to
he act like
create
he's
an
high?
absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before. Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive
He's a person that's
worlds,
usually full of
setting
energy.
a
I
new
imagine
bar
he's
that
been slowing
continues
down
to
a bit.
drive our industry forward.
Especially with not being
I'm
up
a
in
huge
front of everybody
fan
always.
of Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
I love the time I've spent exploring the world in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up now.
He acted like he had lights in
Alright.
his eye
We
constantly.
know you've been waiting to hear more about this
That
game
might
since
also
it was
be a thing. He
announced
might
back
have
in
bad
April.
lighting setup.
And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
I'm so excited for this
My
game,
name is
dude.
Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did, to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment that most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game. It is a personal adventure, it is the story of Eivor,
That's
a
one
Viking
thing that I'll
chieftain.
give Ubisoft. They do a lot of
Eivor is either a male or a female.
studying
You decide when you start the
for
game.
the Assassin's Creed games.
They will have to leave Norway
Yep.
to settle in England.
I really
because
appreciate that fact.
You just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper. Vikings were brutal warriors.
Shields!
And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system.
Another revamp?
To leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face-to-face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings. We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Okay, that's...
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game. Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with the Viking harpoon. Pummel them with throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off. Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks.
Nice.
Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior. All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including two shields.
What? We all know that's how I'm gonna play. Just two shields.
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
Nasty.
Search
Excuse
pagan
me?
temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement. The more you explore,
chest right there looked like
the more of
something you'd
England's
see in a
secrets you
mobile
will
game
reveal.
advertisement. How it looted the chest.
Ravens, show no mercy!
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her. Today we fight for your land. And tomorrow we rebuild.
For East
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise, with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
So, I'm still really excited about that game, but it seems like the graphics kind of leave a little bit to be desired. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, it still looks like a really good game, but
9th century England is
it doesn't
truly
seem
unlike
like something that would be
anything the
on
franchise
next
has
gen
seen
like they're
before.
saying it's going to be, or
Assassin's
anything
Creed
like that.
Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia.
We're close to wrapping up today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot,
Already?
is here to share a few words.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today, and that you will
41
love
minutes,
playing
so.
these games. I'm proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come. So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Damn these companies and the one more thing.
Yeah. Maybe it's not. Oh no, it is.
They said it was going to be there.
Yeah, so that's what this is. As soon as I saw that first actor's name, I knew what it was. Shakira.
Is it Cuba?
I don't know. It is supposedly a island of some kind. So it's possible. God, I swear if they make us have to cure malaria again, I'm gonna be pissed. Like in Far Cry 2.
Yep.
That was a good game though, I enjoyed it. I've loved every Far Cry game I've played, so I'm obviously going to get this one. Yeah. That kind of looked like Vietnam.
A little bit, yeah.
Fuerzas ultrapenetrantes, estamos cansados de los farsantes, de
Model of a Chevy Bel Air.
Yeah, that was.
It's beautiful, Migo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
He's gonna pull the pin.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now.
That's kind of fucked up.
I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And
Yeah,
our
it's
people,
like Cuba, kind of.
they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Ooh, close one.
They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has 2 basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom.
Doing that with the riot shield without dropping the riot shield is definitely a bad idea.
You understand now? Prove it.
February 18th?
Far Cry February.
Yep. They didn't tell us what was going to be
And
on,
with
though.
that,
It's a
we're
little...
wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward. Today, we've seen the next generation of
gonna be a
Assassin's
monthly
Creed,
thing?
I have no
the birth
idea.
of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion,
Their official channel
The
page
cyber
says
chaos
official
of
live stream
Hyperscape.
July 2020.
and the epic reveal of Far
Okay.
Cry's newest
Possibility
installment,
then.
along with so much more.
Remember, we'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and updates.
Thanks for joining us.
I was really hoping to hear about something about Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Or Skull and Bones.
Yeah, or Skull and Bones.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ubisoft Forward post show. My name is Yusuf McGee, and this is
said
Assassin's
this
Creed
post show,
Valhalla.
or calling it
We're
good?
going to take a deep
I wanna say
dive
it's
into
good.
about 30 minutes of gameplay, and we're joined by
That was interesting. What'd you think of what we just watched, Derek?
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I find myself being disappointed by watching these more and more. Because you expect the E3 level of
Yeah.
awesomeness because we didn't get the E3.
Yeah.
And instead, it's just like little bitty show, little bitty show, little bitty show.
My biggest issue, I feel like they didn't really show a lot of what I was wanting. Honestly, like I feel a little disappointed.
I mean, Far Cry looks really good.
Yeah, but I also, like I said, I've liked every Far Cry game, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right. Assassin's Creed's looked better.
Yeah, I'm still a little. I think the graphics are still a little weird looking. So.
I'm willing to sacrifice some graphics if it means a frame boost.
I mean, fair. I can get behind that, yeah. Tim says he's gonna be home shortly. Yeah. But now Legion looked really good, and I feel like leading with Legion was a bad idea because I feel like for me personally, it set the bar pretty high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they should have let off with what people already knew.
Yeah. Like they should have let off with Assassin's Creed, and if they wanted to, the Valhalla and the Elite Squad thing. Those should have been the first couple of things, and then it should have been Legion and then Far Cry. Man, after seeing that Legion trailer though, I'm stoked, and the gameplay stuff. It looks really good. October can't get here soon enough. CJ, are you still there? CJ, are you still there? I'm gonna take that as a no.
Showing him over
talking.
at Twitch. I think he AFK'd.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, no, in general, the show was good, I think. I don't know. There were certain things I was expecting and we didn't get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would have liked information about, that siege that they announced last E3? The Rainbow Six Siege Outbreak, or Rainbow Six Outbreak or whatever?
Right.
I was hoping for a little bit more information on that because we haven't really seen anything. And we really didn't get anything from it.
Okay.
So, which I think is a little bit weird. And then, I was expecting, like I said, I was expecting Beyond Good and Evil 2 because it's been, 2 years since they showed us the E3 footage?
I think it will be a long time before we see anything else about that.
Man, I hope not.
Seriously? Game Theory's already got a video up.
Of what?
Far Cry 6.
Really?
Oh, right, because the video got leaked like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So they've already got a Game Theory up on it.
That's not surprising. I'm honestly, that trailer for it sets up the villain pretty well. But I'm wondering if you're going to play as his kid.
I don't know.
Or if, or something like that. I don't know, man. I was hoping for a little bit more. Honestly.
Yeah.
I expected a lot more from it. I'm not necessarily disappointed, like fully disappointed in what we got, but I was definitely hoping for a little bit more.
I think we'll start seeing it ramp up more and more the closer we get to the consoles.
Yeah. Are you ready for the, what's it called? Where's mine?
What comes next?
I won't have...
For the, shoot, I can't remember what it's called. Never mind then. I really can't remember for some reason. The Xbox thing. The Xbox. July 23rd.
Yeah. I am ready for that. I'm hoping we get an actual release date. I'm hoping for a price tag. I want to know if the tier consoles are going to be true.
Yes, that's my big thing. I want to know if we're gonna, how they announced with the PS5, we're gonna get digital only version along with the disc one.
Well, there's that Project Hawthorne, I think it was.
Something like that.
that's been floating around. People are thinking it's the low tier.
Yeah.
But now there's talk there might be 3.
I mean, I'd be fine with that. I honestly, even if it does give up some of the performance, I don't think it'll give up a lot of it. I'd be down to buy a lower tier one for a cheaper price point. You know what I mean?
It depends on the spec differences, and it depends on the price differences.
Yeah. If it's only if they're only like $50 to $100 cheaper, I would obviously buy the better one. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if it's a good difference, like a lot of people are guessing it's going to be, I would definitely go with the smaller ones.
Nah.
Or the cheaper ones, I should say.
If it's a big hard drive difference, if it's a big performance difference,
yeah,
then I might I would probably jump for the higher tier.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not thinking it's going to be a big performance difference. I could see a hard drive difference, but at the same time, with games getting bigger, I really don't think that's a thing that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
That's hard to tell.
So, I am glad to hear that Legion is going to be smart delivery.
Yep. Yeah, Microsoft is doing everything it can to keep people from gouging out the second copy out of people.
Oh yeah, I saw that, where they said they couldn't sell it as a DLC.
Yeah.
It has to just be they get the game.
Well, what is it? They said you can't charge for an upgrade.
Yeah.
Basically, you can't charge for an upgrade license. You're either doing the smart delivery or you can sell them both at once, like I think 2K is planning to do.
Yeah. What do you think of that $10 price hike for games that they're thinking is going to start happening because of where 2K release prices?
To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Yeah.
Because, I know this isn't popular opinion.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of companies make their money. I'm not touching that. How much did we used to have to pay for 64 games?
I don't remember, but I know it was more than 60.
Pokemon Stadium was $100.
Are you serious?
Seriously. Because of the pack.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I don't think. I wonder if I can look that up.
Like price differences for N64.
Yeah. What the heck? Why did you go there? Game prices. Anywhere between $40 to $70.
Yep. Yep.
According to Giant Bomb. See, I remember Pokemon Stadiums because I had rented it.
Yeah.
And then I figured out that you couldn't, when you rented it from Blockbuster, you didn't get the pack.
Yeah.
And then we ended up going to the store and just buying it and then having to go back and returning it.
So I guess you're right. It does make sense that they have brought it up to more, you know?
I mean, switching from cartridges to CDs definitely dropped it.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm surprised when they went back to cartridges with Switch that games didn't take a hike. But then again, flash drives are cheap.
Plus, Nintendo was trying to keep it cost-wise down in general for people because of where the Wii U did so poorly.
Yeah.
So, even if the cartridges do cost more, they weren't going to have a steeper price, or because Nintendo was fearing that they were going to go under. You remember all of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm sure if they could have got away with it, they would have probably priced it higher. I'm not surprised that they're raising the price because as a bunch of the people on, there's a bunch of people for game developers have been saying games have tremendously like quadrupled the price that they used to be. You know what I mean?
Right. Which DLC and microtransactions were supposed to be the balance out for that.
Yeah.
But then so many people started complaining about those.
Yeah.
Everyone hollers the game's not all the way out yet. And if, to be honest, I think if games were what they used to be, where you didn't have the skins, the extra expansions, or anything like that, games would never be able to pay for themselves.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Outside of I don't think even the indie devs, the one person team that builds this game over 3-4 years, that would make it a hobby. It wouldn't make it a living.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. I'm not going to pass judgment on any price hikes on games until we figure out if they are going to, which I know 2K is going to, because they do every year, if they're going to price gouge with microtransactions again.
Right. Which, I mean, they're also offering the $100 both version.
Yeah.
Which I think is a little nuts.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I mean, Madden's doing the one-time upgrade.
Yeah, I saw that.
But it's one way. Once it's done, it's done.
Yeah, I was wondering, the way Smart Delivery, the way they were talking about it before, is you basically keep both copies of the game. Madden's doing an upgrade, you said. So they're not doing Smart Delivery, they're just doing a...
No, they're not.
If you have...
No, they're just doing a one-way.
Yeah, so like you have the Xbox One version, you can upgrade it to the Xbox Series X, and that's the version you have now.
That's the version you have now. Your Xbox One version, I guess the license is no good. I'm interested to see how it does with discs.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But as far as digital goes, I think it's, fairly clear-cut.
Yeah. See, I wish more people would get behind the Smart Delivery, honestly. But at the same time...
Looks like Ubisoft's on it.
Yeah. That takes me back to another point that I'll be back to in a second. So...
Better write it down so you don't forget.
I probably should. I forget everything. I don't have any pens. So, oh well. Anyways, so... You noticed, like I was saying at the beginning, when they showed the Valhalla trailer originally, there was the Xbox logo at the beginning of it, whereas all previous generation, like the gen we're still in technically, it's been PlayStation logos.
Right.
And then Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, was just on the live stream. I'm really thinking that they're going to be doing a deal with them. You know what I mean?
It's a possibility.
Like, I think that's what's going to happen.
There's a couple of game companies that were supposedly swaying back the other way.
Yeah. And the fact that they're taking Smart Delivery so well. You know what I mean? Like, they're just committing to it seems like. So, I have a feeling that they're going to definitely be on Xbox's side this time.
It's a possibility.
So
they just might like the way that Xbox is running their show.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Back to my other point, I do the whole thing is I really do think that Xbox is securing more of the like exclusive content stuff, like how PlayStation kind of swooped in and took all the Call of Duty content and all of the Ubisoft content and stuff. I feel like Xbox is kind of stepping back into that, getting that exclusive DLC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I also think that, however, I think that Sony is going to be getting a lot more stuff from Epic because that $250 $250 million deal that they did.
That I don't see that actually as being much. You know what they got for that 250 mil?
I'm not sure. I didn't actually get to look at it.
1% of the company.
That's really it. That's a lot.
They bought $250 million stake in the company. They didn't invest anything. They bought a stake of the company.
That's
1%.
super. I know that the guy.
Do you know how much Epic is worth?
A lot.
They're guessing about 17-18 billion dollars.
That's freaking crazy. But then again, when you have a cash cow like fucking Fortnite, what do you really expect?
Well, between Fortnite, the Epic Store.
Yeah.
You know.
Like what do you expect from them? You know what I mean? Of course they're gonna have tons of money.
Yeah.
But no, I've been trying to figure out and think about. I've been thinking about other ways that could possibly benefit PlayStation, because the head over Epic, was talking about how they're very committed to PlayStation itself, and you know they just finished developing Unreal Engine 5.
Isn't it funny? Oh no, wait, never mind. I was misremembering. Never mind.
You know they just finished developing Unreal Engine 5, and I don't know. It just seems like Sony's going to be able to take a lot of that and use it to their personal gain. You know what I mean?
That's a possibility. I mean, the dividends will be nice.
I'm not complaining, because eventually I'll have both of the consoles, because I want to play the exclusives of each. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm definitely getting Series X, whichever version I end up with first. But I will end up with all of them, because I want to play like Spider-Man Miles Morales and God of War 2 when they put it out, because I know they're going to put it out.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm sure they'll make more Uncharted, just not with Nathan Drake, kind of like they did the Lost Legacy.
They did say that's what it. They did say that was what was going to happen.
Yeah.
If they just next time they decide to go do it, it just won't be a Nathan Drake.
Yeah, which I'm fine with that. They did the Lost Legacy. It's like a $30 or $40 expansion. It was like a standalone side game where you played as the two girls, and that was a good game. I cannot remember their names for some reason right now, though. It's been a while since I played it. But yeah, man, I'm stoked to see what the next generation brings us games wise. Like I'm excited for the 23rd because of Halo Infinite.
Right.
And I'm really hoping it's not trash. You know what I mean? I'm really hoping it's not just a soft reboot like they've been hinting at. Because I don't feel like that's what the Halo franchise needs, is a soft reboot.
Right.
I feel like what they're going to definitely need is to continue and finish the story from 5, but breathe new life into it at the same time. I don't know. It's going to be a weird group of things, I think, on the 23rd. And then we've got what games are coming out this month? I know Carry On and Grounded. I don't think anything else big is coming out this month, is it?
Let me check.
That I've heard of.
And releases. I know there was a True Achievements article, but I hadn't paid much. Ghost of Tsushima's coming out.
That's what it is.
And of course, the new Paper Mario.
Rocket Arena is coming out Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That new EA third-person Overwatch Rocket Super Smash Brothers hybrid is what it looks like, honestly.
Right. Rocket Ages 3.
I didn't even know they were making a third one.
Yep. Destroy All Humans redo.
Okay, I'm excited for that one. Destroy All Humans was a great game back when I was a kid.
I forgot this was coming out.
What?
That's not right. It's showing me the Fast and the Furious game.
Oh, is that not coming out anymore?
That's August.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, no wonder. This is under GameStop. No wonder it's not in order. No, never mind. The other game the other game that I found listed is Void Terrarium.
What's that?
Don't know. Where's it at? Oop.
I'd have to say the games I'm most excited about for this month are definitely Carrion or Carry On, however you want to pronounce it, and and Grounded. Grounded just looks fun. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the video game. You know?
In a world contaminated with toxic fungi, a discarded maintenance robot finds a girl named Toriko on the brink of death among the discarded junk in a scrapyard. After nursing her back to health, it is revealed that she may very well be the last remaining human and is highly vulnerable to the deadly conditions of the outside world. To ensure her survival, the robot and his newfound friend, a decommissioned AI known as Factory AI, create a refuge for her within a terrarium. To reinforce the terrarium, as well as Toriko's poor health, the lone robot must venture into the wasteland to gather resources while battling vagrant machines and mutated creatures that roam there. Along the way, the uncertain future of Toriko's existence, and with her, the entire human race, will slowly come to light. Void Terrarium, that's limited edition. Okay.
Hey. That sounds interesting. Huh.
PlayStation and 4 and Switch.
PlayStation.
Oh, neat. Collector's edition. Oh, don't care for those art styles.
Ugh.
Very, Little Planet.
Little Big Planet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not... It sounded neat until I looked at the artwork. The graphics. Honestly, that's not a game that I would pick up. It is a game that Clea would play, but I would not. If that makes sense.
No, I understand.
Not saying it's a bad game, just saying that's not my
What am I doing with this? Hey. I guess I'll be right back.
Alright, you're good. I'm probably going to go ahead and stop the stream. Alright guys, thank you for joining in and watching the Ubisoft Forward with us. There's definitely going to be another one by the end of the year, so we're definitely going to cover that one again. And then tune in with us on July 23rd. Yes, I think it's the 23rd. It's 23rd or the 28th. I cannot remember exactly, but I think it's the 23rd for the Xbox conference about the Xbox One X. It's mostly based on the games like Halo Infinite, stuff they haven't announced yet. So catch us then, and we'll be back to talk to y'all more then.